99% of clothing brands fail, and especially within their first years of starting. So starting clothing brand in 2025 or trying to scale a clothing brand in 2025 is extremely difficult. However, I have a step-by-step playbook that I have used to generate over hundreds and thousands of euros and dollars for my e-com partners in both the nutrition and the apparel market. And I will be giving it to you step by step. So before we get into that, who am I? My name is Owen. I am a growth partner for ecom brands and the founder of my own clothing brand called Fly Studios that I will be using as a case. So let's get straight into it. How to start a clothing brand in 2025, step by step. I've made my business partners over $146,000 with their clothing brands, a number that 99% of brands can only dream of. And the few that get there, they take a lifetime to build this level of progress. The difference is, it took them years to crack their first 1K. I brought them to $100,000 in just 6 months. Now, I use the clothing brand business model, obviously. This video is specifically for beginners and intermediates. This is for beginners who don't even know what type of business goes behind having a clothing brand. This is for intermediates who fall into the trap of overcomplicating their model and facing analysis paralysis. I'm going to give you a clear cut and simple model for you to focus on so that you can focus on what pushes your business forward and actually helps you scale past 5K a month to 10K, 20K, and 100K up. So, for the clothing brand, this business model only has two major parts. There's product and marketing. Now, is there such a thing as operations and customer support and all these sort of things? Yes, but you could simplify everything to two major parts. There's product. Product is developing the product, designing the product, talking with the manufacturers, communication, stock, pricing, product testing, sampling. Everything falls within product. And what's important for your business model is that you make sure that you do a couple of things. You design a product that fits your audience. So you have to research your market, see what type of audience do I even resonate with, and what type of clothing do they wear, what type of style are they interested in. So you got to make sure that if you have a market full of people that love jackets, that you supply them jackets, but with your own design. Don't suddenly start supplying them sweaters when your market doesn't wear sweaters. Get it? So product market fit. That's what we call product market fit. You got to make sure you have product market fit. Secondly, now you have to find the right manufacturer. There's many ways to find manufacturers, but I'm just going to give you an easy one. Go on Alibaba, you look up for three manufacturers, you make sure you take a look at their ratings and how many orders they process, and then you hit them with your design and you ask them for their MOQ and delivery time, right? You also take a look at how the quality of the conversation and how long it takes them to respond back to you. You compare all three manufacturers and you take the one with the best price point, best MOQ, best communication style. That's the one that you take and that's who you work with. So simple. That's how you find your manufacturer for good pricing. In terms of how to price your products, you for sure want to stay at least times three at the minimum, but ideally you want to go to times four and times five. But you can't go there just yet. It takes effort and it takes something to build that. We'll go into that a bit later. So, product, very simply put, is the actual clothing that you're making sure that the quality is good and that you're not working with some cheap manufacturer just to get it out there fast. So you want to make sure that the quality is good. So good quality products, good pricing so that you have some leeway when it comes to customer acquisition costs and inventory, making sure that you have enough of your product for your desired outcome so that you can actually make the money and generate the cash flow that you need in order to grow your business. So that is product. Marketing is the emotional and story and the visualization of your product around it. So in other words, marketing is how do I market this product? It's how do I show this product to my desired audience and make them perceive the value behind the product as something that they want and makes their life better. You're not deceiving them, you're not lying to them, you are actually showing them the same value that you see in your product. You're communicating that to your audience through channels and through ways that they actually understand, right? You have to use their language. You have to use imagery that they can buy into in order to make them understand what you see in your product. And that's the product. So a clothing brand really revolves around two things. It revolves around getting your products right, including the pricing, and making sure that they're actually available. And if it revolves around getting your marketing right, because marketing is what makes people want to buy the product. A good product is what makes people keep coming back. So let's be clear. Running ads is not a magic fix my business button. It only works if you have enough brand equity in your part of the market. Think of your brand as real estate. It's a house. And in your market is the entire clothing industry is a neighborhood. If you have one house, that's one piece of brand equity in the market. If you have two houses, that's not two houses. The more houses you can take up in your neighborhood, the bigger your brand equity. And the bigger your brand equity, the more you deserve these higher markups. You deserve to ask four times, five times your product price, and people will actually pay it because they know this is a big brand that a lot of money goes into, a lot of value goes into, a lot of scarcity goes into, and a strong story and product is involved with it. So they will feel justified in purchasing from you. If you don't own a house at all in the market, they are more likely to think that you don't deserve to ask that much for your products, even when it comes down to you only marketing up times three. They won't be willing to buy. The way you can gain more brand equity for your clothing brand is through building social proof, story, and product. Product, we obviously already went over it. Just make sure that your product matches your market and make sure that the product is high quality. Social proof is much more than just influencers, but influencer marketing is one way. Where social proof really goes into is making sure that you highlight other people wearing the product or other people desiring said product. You know what I'm saying? You got to make give people a feeling of fear of missing out. So you can do this through having photo shoots with multiple people in the product so that they can see the desired aesthetic. You can do this through sending your product out to influencers so that they can wear it and then you share it on their pages and you share that back on your clothing brand page. So when people come and take a look, they actually see that there's reputable people that have their own businesses and own brands rocking with your clothing brand. Whenever you do get orders out, make sure that you ask them to, send you a story, or when they post up on their story, make sure you share that as well. This way people see that the brand is alive. There's a community being built behind the brand. So that's how you generate social proof. Then the story is more of the emotional investment. So you can ask yourself, what memory, experience, story do I want the audience to resonate with? You create that, you craft it, you make content with that in mind, and your audience will be able to relate to it because you've designed it for them to relate to. And that's how they make an emotional investment. And once they make an emotional investment, you have just a bit more houses in their market. Mm. And once they make that emotional investment, you just gained another point of brand equity, both in the market and in your audience's mind, which is leverage. So if you combine social proof, more products, more pictures, more high quality product pictures, more people, either you or other people in your product, more details that they can really see, sizing charts, sizes, a good story focused, narrative focused content that shows them, okay, yo, this is a story that I can relate to. More story, more story, high quality content and copy that makes them be able to relate to the story through it being designed specifically for the emotion and experience. Then high quality product as well, so that when they do buy, they don't feel like they just wasted their money on just a t-shirt with a print on it. If you combine these three things and you keep doing this, you increase your brand equity. And the more you keep doing this, the more products keep dropping with social proof and story. The eventually the higher the pricing you can ask for it because people know that you're legit and that you won't scam them and that they can justify spending those prices on you. So the point of building brand equity is that you're now giving your brand and yourself the freedom where you don't need a winning product to be profitable or even successful month in, month out. All you need is a high quality product that resonates with your audience, good profit margins so that you can afford higher customer acquisition costs, and a story that they can emotionally invest in. In other words, marketing angles. By proof testing your angles with organic content, you'll be able to keep them warm with email marketing, and then you can watch your ads sprint. It's an entire system that just plays into each other. Organic is your free testing ground for ads, customer feedback, and angles. The point of building brand equity is the following: it's to create a point of leverage with your customers where you have the freedom now to no longer be relying on a winning product or to chase the next big drop, but instead you can use your existing best selling products that are already sold and are already well received and adding these three levers: a high quality product that resonates with your audience, so good product market fit, good profit margins so that you can afford higher customer acquisition costs, so lowering the prices of your products on the back end, and a story that they can emotionally invest in, so better marketing angles. If you combine these three levers with your currently best selling products, you will be able to be way more profitable to the point where you actually have the freedom and the independence where you no longer need a winning product. If you get a winning product, it's even better. But if you don't have one at the moment, it's all good. Your business will still continue to exist, continue to grow, and continue to bring in cash flow. Now, there's a way you can do this without spending a single dime. You can proof test your audience with organic content, keep them warm with email marketing, and that will allow you to watch your ads print. Organic is your free testing ground for angles and customer feedback. You can test your audience, see what they engage with and what they don't engage with, and that will give you a better idea of how to talk to them during the advertising. In other words, traffic times product times this funnel above, it will create a happy you and a lot of happy customers. Here's what you need to do the next time you drop. Make a mood board around your story and aesthetic. Design products to select the top 10%. Find three manufacturers on Alibaba and choose the best one for your project, like I gave you the advice before. Create emotional leverage around your product and test marketing angles. Build website and set up password page. Collect email and SMS and keep customers warm. Open up the website and continue bringing in traffic until everything sells out. Either restock or close store and rinse and repeat the process with new projects. Obviously, fulfill your orders as well. Now, both methods work. You can go down the lane of the Tricos, the Cortez, where you close up your shop. The only time it's open is when you're ready to drop. And then within those 2, 3 days that you open it up, you get all your sales, you close back up and go back to continuing step one, collecting emails and SMS again. Or you could keep your store open indefinitely and continue to send traffic to your website so you can see daily sales instead of having everything come in one go during the end of the month. Both methods work, both methods are healthy, and both methods can scale very, very much. It's just a matter of preference and what's within your budget and your capabilities. You have to see what works best for your business. Now, you may be asking yourself, okay, Owen, you say all this, I've tried this, it's not working for me. Like, are you sure you know what you're talking about? I'm here to keep it a buck with you. This exact funnel that you're seeing on the screen right now is the exact funnel that works for the clothing brand business model. This is the business model. This is how you get sales, purchases, and how you get people to buy from you online, right? If this hasn't worked for you, it is not because the model or the funnel is wrong. It's because there are certain levers within this model that aren't being done correctly in your business. And you can try to figure this out by yourself by going over the model I gave here or going over my other YouTube videos and see, okay, where am I going wrong? What can I adjust, right? You can try. It will take you a long time to solve this. This is the reason why 99% of the clothing brands fail. And so it's the reason why a lot of them are burnt by burning money with agencies, spend years trying to get past that first initial 5K, or even end up stopping their brands altogether and just picking up a different business model. It's simply because the experience in the falling and knowing takes so much time and experience and resources that not everybody is willing to go through that minefield. Now, fortunately for you, I've gone through that minefield together with my partner's brand. I've helped them physically and metaphorically carry them through that minefield in order for us to be able to like get good results. So why not bet on someone that's already been in your shoes, knows the pain you're feeling, knows the issues that you're facing, and knows how to get out of there, and has not only done that for himself, but has done that for multiple other brands. That's me. If you already know, if you didn't know already, that's me. I'm not here to hide nothing. Obviously, I'm a businessman. I'm here to make you money so that you make me money, and that's the relationship we have. So I'm gonna give you a brief insight on what it will look like in order for me to come into your business, partner up with you, and apply the same growth systems that I use for my other partners to get them from 8K to 100K a year, from 1K to 2, 3K a month, and continue on. We use an organic content execution plan, an email SMS content package, website CVR optimization, operational counseling, and offer creation. If you're interested in finding out the details behind these 5 different packages and how it works together in order to create crazy growth for your business, just click on the link in the description, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you.